the second Bodega Nation Trade Show. Another one coming back. How are you, my friend? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Um, yeah, I appreciate you inviting me again, especially after the pandemic. We're all trying to survive out here and working to the best of our ability. So, coming back, supporting you, supporting us, just as a shows it's a testament to how the bodegas are always working their hardest to stay alive.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So, what is it that you have this time? What are you presenting today?
So, I've been doing this business for a very long time, ATM World. Me and my family are in the ATM service and maintenance business. So I spoke about it last year, and I just want to, touch up again, show you how we've improved and how at this point it's still the most optimal time to have an ATM in your business and, make some profit that way.
Great. So let me put your presentation so you can go through the presentation again. Here we go. All yours.
All right, excellent, Jose. I appreciate you and appreciate everybody watching. So my name is Yusuf Mubaraz. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of ATM World. We started off as a family-run business in 1999, and we've been operating quite successfully for the past 21 years. We do ATM sales and placement. We do processing if you own your own portfolio. We handle the cash if you need us to provide cash for your ATMs, which includes all the transportation and the replenishment of the machines. If you have your own ATM in your store and you want us to do maintenance or service because your service company isn't close by, we're happy to do that for you as well. We do everything. At ATM World, we call ourselves a one-stop shop for everything that has to do with ATMs. There's nothing that we don't do when it comes to ATMs. Like I said, we've been operating for about 20 years. We have our own base of 4,000 ATMs throughout the country, which is more ATMs than most banks in the country. We have about 2.5 million customers that use our ATMs on a monthly basis, and we provide services for about 5,000 ATMs. So we don't own them ourselves, but bodega owners or people who own ATM portfolios, we manage it for them. Our service is top of the line. It's been like that for the past 20 years. That's why we're able to build a portfolio that we are today. We have 24/7 customer service, so you never have to worry about your machine going out of line. We can remote into the machine if you have any issues, so that we can manage it and take care of it from our office. If you need a technician to visit, we're happy to do that as well. We have all the machines you need in the market at the best prices, brand new machines. We include maintenance and support if you buy a machine for us with a 1-year warranty, and any part that you may need, we can order it and replace it and take care of it for you. Like I mentioned, it's end to end. So whatever idea you have with the ATM, if you just want us for service, if you want us for maintenance, if you want us to handle the cash, if you want us to add advertising, we can certainly get that for you guys in your stores. The way the ATM business runs these days is predominantly two ways. You have the first way, which is our turnkey product. So especially the bodegas in New York, they understand this way. If you have a bodega, you're essentially allowing us to place the ATM in your business. We take care of all the cash. We take care of all the service. We pay for the machine. We place it. Essentially, the only thing you need to provide us is an outlet so that the ATM can actually have power, which is maybe $5 a month in electricity bills. We handle all the communication and the service, and we split the surcharge revenue with you as the business owner. Let's say we wanted to charge $2 per transaction. We would agree that for every transaction, we would pay you a certain percentage, whether it be 30, 40% of the profit. or a certain flat rate if that's something we make a deal with, depending on how many locations you have. The second model is where the merchant themselves buys and owns the ATM. So they purchase it from us. They place their cash for themselves in the machine, and that model means the merchant owns all the surcharge. So if we're charging $2, the owner of the store keeps the full $2. Depending on what kind of service you want us to do, if you wanted us to provide cash for you or do some service for you, we do take a little bit of the piece, but we're not obviously not taking as much as we would if we were paying for everything and providing you the turnkey product. Both of them have their advantages. We have about 4,000 machines out there that we own ourselves, so obviously that's the turnkey product. And then we have 5,000 where the merchant or the agent own the machine. So, they work quite equally. This is just what I spoke about with the turnkey product. We own the equipment, we provide the equipment, we change it if we need any issues, we handle the paper. A lot of this stuff we can do remotely, so you won't even notice the machine is out of service if it ever does go out of service. If you own the machine, we provide you with the best machine we have in the market. If you wanted, you can lease the machine from us and pay a fee every month, and so that eventually the machine will be yours. We do payment plans. If you didn't want to spend the full $25 to $3,000 that would cost you to provide an ATM. If you wanted us to provide the cash for you, we can do that as well. We're happy to work in any way that you want. As long as you're happy making money, we're happy providing the service for you. We have 12 technicians on the street right now. So anytime a machine goes out of service, we have somebody there within 2 hours, usually the same day. If you give us a call in the morning, 9, 10 o'clock, I can almost guarantee 100% your machine will be visited that day. If it's later in the day, we might push it the next day. It depends on where the technicians are. This is just some details on other services that we can provide for you. We also do cash in transit services. We can fix the machine by getting access to the vault if you wanted us to do that, or just repair it from our office. When we do the cash for you, the machine never goes empty. We are able to track the cash volume in the machine within the last year. So we have so much historical data that we can predict within 30 days of when that machine is going to run out of cash. So we fill it up with cash a week before that day it goes empty. Traditionally, if you're loading the cash yourself, you only have about as much cash to load it for 1 or 2 days. Whereas when we put it, we're filling it up for about 28 days. So it's more than likely the machine will always have enough cash to handle a weekend. And more importantly, it handles a surge. So, one weekend it might be a parade or a busy day in the neighborhood and your machine gets used way more than you anticipated. Because we're able to fill it up so much, it likely won't go empty. We monitor our machines 24/7, and we get notifications if any machine goes down at any time. So we're always making sure that if you have a machine and you have a problem, that we're able to service it for you. In fact, a lot of our agents, we're from Yemen. We have a lot of agents from different countries. They like to go back home and spend a month or two vacationing with their families. We watch their machines for them while they're away, and they trust us so much. They just say, I'm leaving, make sure my machines are good for the next 2 months. I'll be back, and we'll take care of everything. And we do that for you guys. Sometimes we know a machine is out of service before the store owner behind the cash register even knows that it's out of service. And sometimes we even fix it before they even know it had an issue. That's how closely we monitor our machines. Like I mentioned, if you wanted to buy an ATM these days, some people try to buy it from Amazon. They don't know what to do when they get it, and they have to find someone to process it. Then they have to find a bank that provides them cash. What we try to do is create one, point of contact for everything that you need. If you need help opening a bank account or getting access to capital or buying the machine or processing the machine or getting parts, we're the one stop to help you out for everything. Some of the other things we do is we also provide branding. Some of these bigger places want stickers and marketing materials on their machine. So, we do something like this. We'll put the logo on the screen. We can add an advertising screen on top that shows different ads or maybe specials that you may have in your business. It all depends what kind of business you're running, whether it's a restaurant or a bodega or a nail salon or a barbershop or anything. Just some examples of what we do. You can add a discount on the receipts so that if somebody buys it or uses your ATM and they can use a coupon at your business, or we can just place the picture of your logo or anything on the screen so that all the customers can see it. This is just one or two examples of ones we've done in the past with Burger King. We've done it with Barnes and Noble. We've done it with we do Aqueduct Racetrack. We do a lot of marketing and advertisements like this, and it really does help. It brings attention to the ATM and your business. So just as a recap, I can't say it enough that we are, when it comes to ATMs here in New York, we're the best in the market. We have all the products you need, the best pricing, hands down the best service, great reputation. We're with you till the end. And we also work with you to make sure that you get the most profit and return on the ATMs. We don't throw a machine there for you and leave you stranded and not knowing what to do. We make sure that you're always making money on your ATM. Thank you guys. Thank you for having me. Again, here's my contact information, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, very good, very good. I listened to you a few 6 months ago, but now listening to you now, I learned a lot. So here we have friends of your company, friend of our project, Radames Rodriguez y Frank Marte. And as you know, they are leaders of the community and the bodega space. Each of them are president of two different bodega organizations. So they may have some questions for you. Radames. Is the connection?
Joseph,
Let me see.
I'm very excited. I think I remember that I was in the presentation that I did it,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't recall that I received that information that well that you just did it. That's a very very
I know.
very uh um um understandable. Like you could understand you. I can understand you very well,
Mm-hmm.
and all the service that you're doing is amazing. And I believe, and I know that if you go any store, especially in the Spanish community,
Mm-hmm.
with that information, having maybe Frank Martes, or I don't know, maybe um, someone that it could go through you to those bodegas. If you do the same presentation you did it now, I don't think it's a way for them to reject that all what what you have, because it's everything that you doing for one way or the other one. You got to take one, because it's not it what it's however they want it to work. Is all the service that you do is going to be good for them,
I
because
appreciate it.
I have machine, I have ATM in my store And let me tell you, the guy that I have, he's doing great with me, especially because anytime I need money, he lend it to me. He don't. I don't pay interest for him. But what I do is I pay him for the money that I'm supposed to get it every month. And he gave me a part of the money that we making, and then that money he's taking from there. So I think he's doing very good. But what you're doing, what the service that you having is amazing. And I gonna, I'm gonna think, I'm gonna see how we could work together. And the question that I wanted to ask you is, um, for you to get doing the service for anyone who's buying the machine, is one, you just one price, monthly, or it depends the transaction. How is that work? Just say I want to buy the machine from you, put it in my store, but I want to put the money and all that, and the service that you do, how, we work, how much you charge, and how you get it.
So we have two different ways. It's an excellent question. If you wanted us to do, full-time monitoring of your machine, we charge a monthly fee. It's about, between $50 to $60 per month. That's us taking care of everything. Like I said, you won't even know your machine was out of service. But for the most part, what we do is we just bill per service call because, we understand the machine is not going to go out every month. On average, the machine goes out once every 3 months.
Yeah.
So we allow our merchants to just, pay us one time for a service fee. Uh, we'll send a technician and we'll take care of it. That's if you own the machine.
Hmm.
If we own the machine, obviously we take care of the service. It's on us, and we're already splitting revenue. I want to touch on something you mentioned. We also provide the same kind of access to capital to our merchants that you have. So, we have merchants who sign up with us and the machine performs a certain way and they want to make improvements on their business. So, we're happy to provide them a loan that gets paid back from the commission that they would make on the
Yeah,
ATM.
that's how I do it with my merchant that
Yeah,
I
no
use.
interest. I mean,
No.
there's no reason to make extra money on it. It's just we want you, because if your store isn't there, we're not making money. So we want to make sure that you have what you need to keep the store
Yeah.
operational. And then from there, we just split whatever we make on the ATM.
One time I told a guy that I who's doing the same thing you do, but he's a small guy that he got maybe a couple of machines there, and I told
Hmm.
him how much that guy provide to me, and he told that no way, it's now like he didn't believe it, that guy, when I asked him for 50K, he just go and give it to me,
That's
because I have with him three machines, and those machines, I think, for what I see, those machines, they making good money,
yeah, yeah,
you know.
probably, yeah. You know what I would add, Radimus? We have a lot of guys who not only have machines in their own business, you
Hmm.
know, but they put machines in their friends' businesses. So that's how we
Yeah.
started. So you may have 3 machines in your own stores, but then you have 20 machines in other stores, not just your friends, but other business opportunities. So we also set up agents so that they can own their own portfolio and they're making money every single month. We monitor the machines for them, we take care of it, we provide the service. And like I said, we have people who own 100 machines and they're back home for 2, 3 months at a time. We're monitoring their machines for them and the money's going straight to their bank account. We want to make it easy.
We need to talk.
Mhm.
We need to talk.
I'm happy to. I'm happy to take it to the next level whenever
No,
you're ready.
yes, uh, definitely.
That's great.
I gonna call you For this specific, we not have a lot of things that we always have to talk, but in this particular business, we need to talk because I know we could do it a lot. So
Excellent.
I'm happy for the presentation that you just did it, and like I say, I'm willing to go and work with you.
I'll be sure to reach out for sure.
All right.
So one more question from Fran and his friend that I believe his friend. Go ahead, Fran. I cannot the sound.
Oh, hello. Now you lose. Hello, say something now. That's
السلام عليكم كيف
Why was
حالكم ان شاء الله طيبين جمعكم الله على خير everybody.
thank you. That's my brother's Malik.
Nice, very nice.
What I'm saying is, almost everything is saying already. Radamés asked some question that are very important. One thing that so your if I need to buy a machine ATM, you finance the machine and you put the money. Is some rate established already if you put the money into the ATM that you charge, or that will vary and different the transaction that they make in every ATM?
So it really depends, right? That's a great question. We typically charge depending on the transaction. So if the machine is rather slow, the costs are high for the cash, right? Based on interest and things like that. On average, I would say it costs about 50 cents per transaction to provide cash. Now, if you're obviously looking for a better deal, and you're negotiating and you want to say, Yusuf, I have this machine, it gets used 1,000 times a month or 1,500 times a month. Now, from there, I can give you a better deal, obviously. We're willing to like I said, we want to make sure that you're actually making money on your ATM. We'll provide the service. Obviously, we make a piece, but for every transaction that we make money or that you make money, we're making money as well. So any customer that we don't have, for me, is a loss. So I'd rather make a little bit off the machine than be greedy like most people and, charge a lot of extra fees for you when you're not going to be happy at the end of the day. If you're not making money, then you're just going to get rid of me, right?
Yeah. No, I see why your guys have been successful, because you playing the game win-win. So I believe that when we play the game win-win, that we get successful.
Exactly.
And that's good. Okay. You got the merchant as well, the 4% discount, right? The 4% discount.
Yeah, so I wanted to present that. We just weren't able to get all the marketing material. While I have you guys, thank you, Frank.
We're gonna keep moving forward on that and we will make some deal happen.
Excellent, thank you, guys.
I
Okay,
have another question, quick.
Yes, sir.
Joseph, do you have the price around how much it's going to cost the POS?
I have an idea. I believe
it could be approximately.
It's about $7.99 all in.
Okay.
But we're going to be working on giving heavy discounts to merchants that we work well together.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Honestly, Radimus, we're probably going to be giving it away for free to a lot of the first merchants that we deal with, because we want to get it out there. So
Sounds
you
good.
two would be perfect to work with.
Sounds good. I think
Okay.
we just gotta work, because sometimes what you gotta do is you gotta give something to get something.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. And beside that, remember, because I like that Joseph Mubarak, because he's very smart. The way that to get more customers, I give you this, but everything brings something. It's like when you connect two plug. I give you this plug, but this plug I have another plug on this side. That's something got to come here because that's how the business got to move.
Exactly. Yeah. Keep moving.
Yeah,
Make
keep
everybody
moving.
happy.
Everybody get feeding a little by little, you know. So I'm agree with that, and I am looking forward to work with you on that to help to support you on that POS.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Radimus. And anybody else, I have my contact here. Feel free to reach out. We're ready to move.
So thank you for your time, ATM World. Second time, second Bodega Nation Trade
Goodbye.
Show. You're a friend.
Okay, bye.
So thank you for your support.
Hey,
And
have a good
hopefully
day.
you do great business and you help bodegas. Bye
Thank,
now.
thank you,
Thank you,
Jose.
Jose. Take
Thank you,
care.
Joseph.
You.
Frank.
Thanks, guys.